Hey everybody, welcome back to Occupy Democrats, and it's Happy Gobble Eve. And of course, in Trump's land, aside from the fact that he is the turkey, he indeed is going to have something important get done when everybody else is going to go bye-bye for 4 days psychologically. And in this breaking story, that's exactly what's happening regarding the Epstein files and what is going on from Kash Patel. And I'm going to show that story to you in a few seconds because if you want Trump out as bad as I do, be sure and subscribe to the channel. But what in the world is going on? Well, let me give you a little rundown about where we've been, because before he was the FBI director, this is what Kash Patel said.
Please do not let that story go.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book?
FBI.
But who? There's...
That's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Pam Bondi said this.
There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn.
Let's be clear, one of the biggest proponents of releasing the files was Charlie Kirk.
I think the DOJ should immediately move to unseal all the Epstein documents in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah. Everything.
And
Everything except child sexual assault material.
I think every file should be released to the public the same way as the JFK files. Let the American people decide.
And then Speaker Mike Johnson, of course, did some filibustering recently here.
The Massey Kana discharge petition was filed so that it would not ripen until a day after Congress had previously been scheduled for almost a year to be out of session and in the district work period.
And J.D. Vance likes to laugh about how much the files should come out.
Release the list. Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
And even Donald, when asked when he was campaigning, said, yeah, what the heck?
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
And then all of a sudden, Speaker Johnson flipped.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide it. I mean, the White House and the White House team are privy to facts that I don't know. I mean, this isn't my lane. I haven't been involved in that. But I agree with the sentiment that we need to put it out there. And Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it. They were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody.
And they've had more than a year to plan what's going on in this breaking story right here, because Donald kind of started to hedge on this.
All right, I guess I would.
But when Epstein's brother came out and said they were actually scrubbing the files, turns out he was right.
I explained to people that you want to keep it on the phone because you're afraid of what's been done and threatened to you and your family. So I appreciate you sticking your head up to have this conversation.
What I do want to talk about is I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things and the reason for the flip is that they're sanitizing these files. There's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out.
And so in this breaking story, yeah, nearly $1 million spent right now and being discovered right here on holiday weekend of the Epstein files reality of what's going on in the shadows. Check this story out.
FBI's frantic scramble to redact the Jeffrey Epstein files revealed. A trove of emails shows all-nighters and almost $1 million in overtime as Trump world debated releasing the Epstein files. Newly released internal emails show the FBI mounting a costly overtime-fueled sprint to analyze the Epstein files as political pressure grew to release them in a project dubbed the Special Redaction Project, Bloomberg reports. President Donald Trump swept back into power on a promise to make public all FBI documents related to his late pedo ex-friend Jeffrey Epstein and put his Attorney General Pam Bondi in charge of overseeing the matter. A conspiracy theory still thrives among some in Trump's base that Epstein knew the names of other rich or powerful pedos. Correspondence obtained and detailed by Bloomberg's FOIA files lays out how FBI Director Kash Patel sent about 1,000 special agents to the Bureau's Central Records Complex in Winchester, Virginia, for crash course redaction training on the Epstein Transparency Project, also called the Special Redaction Project. The documents chart the Bureau's hours, costs, and shifting directives from the Justice Department under Bondi, 60, who initially said Epstein's client list was sitting on my desk before officials officials then claimed in July it did not exist, sparking more MAGA anger. Bloomberg's records show the Bureau paid $851,344 in overtime between March 17th and March 22nd alone, and clocked 4,737 overtime hours from January through July, with more than 70% of that in March as personnel worked nights and weekends. The news site reported that emails showed Phase 1 redactions were complete by March 24th, while a hastily revised Phase 2 was prepared for the Department of Justice. Categories under review included search warrant execution photos, street surveillance video, and aerial footage, alongside records tied to Epstein's death investigation. The financier's death in prison in August 2019 ruled he was unalived. He was awaiting trial on ex-trafficking charges. His co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, is serving 20 years for her role in the crimes. Bloomberg's cache also captures the bureaucracy of the project. They include PowerPoints and videos guiding redaction standards, standby alerts as more boxes were digitized, and late-night updates as DOJ changed criteria midstream. One April note shows FBI leadership checking on remaining Epstein-related reviews, while another references jail video later made public. Despite a months-long fight to keep the files private, on November 19th, Trump, 79, signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, compelling the DOJ to release them within 30 days. Reuters reported the new law allows redactions for ongoing probes and victim privacy. A Manhattan judge has since pressed DOJ to detail what it intends to unseal on a tight clock. While Congress has demanded sweeping disclosure, the Justice Department says it will comply while protecting victims. Trump denies any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein, with whom he had a friendship that ended in the mid-2000s. The Daily Beast has asked the Justice Department to comment. The FBI has refused to do so.
Nearly $1 million. Overtime. 1,000 agents. All the reporting, all the pushback, all of the lies. Turns out it's all true. Off in some room someplace, they're doing the best they can to make sure that we sanitize, scrub, or only see whatever. And I still have massive doubts we're ever going to see anything. The most important thing that I can say, wrapping this story up, is bear in mind, when you hear them say 20 and 30,000 files and documents that have been released, don't listen to it. Because the actual files plus the videos are close to 1 million items. We haven't seen but a speck of the Epstein files to date. Stay tuned. This is gonna get frosty. And you guys, have a good happy gobble Thanksgiving.